Alam Salam Wangwam 𝕍𝕆𝕍𝕋. What's happening, friend? 𝕊𝕋𝕸𝕄 to all, sending peace, love, and bliss to all my friends in the world. If you haven't figured out how to obtain genuine divine peace, love, and bliss, you are on the right channel, mi cariños, because today I'm going to share with you how to become the creator of your life and stop being the crab at the mother freaking bottom of the barrel. Bless. I hope you all do not mind that this is pre-recorded, but my ancestors directed me to say this a specific way each and every video for the time being. So right now there's no way I can remember exactly what to say, so that's why this is pre-recorded. I know it's different when it comes to those who other tarot channels you watch, but as I said, welcome, 𝕊𝕋𝕸𝕄. And if you are already my friend, you've subbed, then you already know what it is and have already started building, creating, growing, and maturing your peace within self, along with genuine love and bliss. So welcome, Black is for expansion. 𝕸𝕆𝕇. Salute, baby. Come on and sit down at this table so we can pull the newbies up with us, so we can all be blessed. Right, because it's enough for everybody. Bless. So go ahead, my A1s from day ones, and skip ahead to the astrology tea, because you've already been through this intro. As always, timestamps are in the description area, and thank you for choosing me to be your connect to the cosmos and using me as your ear, because you know I'm nosy, so I can keep you up to date on how to move in these energetic and physical streets. Bless. Now, for those of you who are new, don't skip this intro just yet. I like to get to know you and you to get to know me before we break bread, because everybody isn't going to be ready to sit at the table with us. That's just facts. No offense. But I just wanted to talk to you all for a minute. So first and foremost, I'm a real in these social media streets, the rare black unicorn. Some people call me a walking, talking, breathing tower card. Blessed. I love it and accept that, because that just confirms I am aligned with my purpose, and I'm helping you get to yours by having a clearer understanding of just how life, well, not just how life, but how life is and life is individually, and the life that surrounds you, aka energy. I created my channel to help those who, like me at one point in time, have found myself feeling overwhelmed, unfulfilled, lost, in denial, and neglecting myself in so many ways. I was stressed out, I was angry, I was depressed, you name it, I felt it and I lived it. And I couldn't understand, because on the outside I had it going on. I have 5 beautiful and handsome kids and all. No disrespect to anyone, but they're with one person, and we were together physically for 14 years. I have 2 college degrees. I've had decent to great jobs. I've started a few businesses myself. Majority of them failed, but hey, that's life. I tried. You live, you learn, so you can do better, right? So on the outside, I look great. A great mom, which I am. Despite everything else, I've never neglected my kids in any type of way. They are top priority, period. But I'm a great mom. Been in a long time relationship, college educated, a hard worker, a go-getter, a reliable and trusting friend. That's who I was on the outside. That's what a lot of people saw. On the inside, I was dealing with manic depression, anxiety, type 2 bipolarism. I was a functioning alcoholic. Why? Because I was a people pleaser, though I didn't realize it at that time. I overexerted myself. Why? Because there was a certain lifestyle I wanted to live and have that I never could 100% reach, no matter how hard I tried. I lacked somewhere in some way in my life, and definitely within myself. And I was actually in a toxic relationship. No disrespect to my children's father at all. And I emphasize no disrespect because, one, I've always felt that if you disrespected him or allow anyone else to then you're disrespecting me and our kids, and vice versa. And that goes for anybody who's in a relationship and they're not fully happy. If you're letting that somebody disrespect your other half, your person, regardless if that's your girlfriend, boyfriend, husband, wife, at the end of the day, if you're with somebody, that person is a reflection of you. So therefore, they're disrespecting you too because you're still with that person, period. And that's just straight facts. But like I said, at the end of the day, that no disrespect, period, and bless. But I'm sharing a little part of myself with you because at this point of my life journey, aka my spiritual journey, aka my life experiences, I've come to realize that, one, everything is connected. Everyone is connected, as you already know and or heard. And second, that you, me, we are energy because we have a spirit. Our soul is energy and it's connected to frequencies and vibrations, which are our emotions and thoughts. You know, they're the transmitters. Us as individuals are transmitters. We transmit energy and we communicate with other energies and frequencies all the time. And finally, third, my main reason for starting my channel is there are so many people who, like me, at one point in time was going to counseling, listening to motivational speakers, part of some type of religion and or community, seeking some type of comfort and familiarity with others to find peace, happiness, and resolutions. That's what we do as human beings because that's part of our soul contracts. Excuse me. But there are so many people and organizations out here that are very knowledgeable, you know, but I never found that balance. I never found 100% peace and happiness until I started looking into astrology and spirituality, aka learning about myself, my energy, my frequency, my vibe, and then studying and following the stars like our ancestors. And thinking about how our forefathers and mothers had used astrology to learn, grow, mature, and overall win in life because the planets and stars go through phases and cycles, which brings me to the terms, there's nothing new under the sun. History repeats itself. Nothing changes but time, and it still repeats itself. Or did I just make that up? I don't know. That last part, I'm not too sure. But I know I heard it somewhere. It might have just been in my head. But anyways, my whole point, friend, is that there are so many people like me at one point who are looking for answers, who are striving for something better in their lives. It could be your relationship, it could be your finances, it could be your career, it could just be you trying to figure out you and be a better you. But at the end of the day, we're all looking at other people for guidance and setting other people's lives that are considered quote unquote successful as goals and examples, when we all have specific purposes for our lives. You know, we are all here as the same goals, which is true, for a purpose that is unique to self and self alone. Why? Because we signed up when we were at our energetic phase or level, you know, at our soul, just energy, to have certain experiences, which is why you were incarnated, aka born. There is something you are supposed to be learning and listening. That's why everything you experience happens. It's not just a coincidence. This was all planned out. But as I was saying, A lot of us do not know our own energy, our frequency, our own vibration, and we continue to attract obstacles and stagnation into our lives and continue to look at others who we deemed as living their best life based on what they post on social media or whatnot, which we truly don't know if they are or aren't, but or you could have people in your personal life that look like they have it all together, like me, for example, in some type of way on the outside, but on the inside they don't, and they're struggling. Or you could be that person. So that's a little part of me, who I am, and my purpose for starting my channel and this community, to help others like me who do not want to spend another second, another minute, another day, another month, and damn sure not another year trying to figure out how to start seeing positive progress consistently within themselves and their life, in whatever area in your life that you want to see positivity and betterment in. How? By giving you daily updates on how God, Most High, Universe, Creator, Source, whatever you resonate with, but how Jah speaks to our energy through the stars and planets. That's why we have astrological birth charts for guidance, and that's our starting point on our own personal life journeys that we signed up for, like I said, when we were just at our energetic self. That is our starting point to let us know, okay, this is what you are going to experience. That's why we have birthdays, aka solar returns. So that way you know what's coming up, what was planned for you, for that year. So that way you know how to navigate. So if you never gotten your birth chart reading, go get one. But overall, friend, I want to help you navigate through life more fluidly and with more purpose, and just not trying to do things and it's like, okay, will this work out? Or even if it works out, all of a sudden when it goes left, you're lost and you have a hard time bouncing back. All by giving you general updates on what phases and cycles the planets are in, what energy is being sent to us, aka messages from Jah, and relay more detailed instructions through tarot and channeled messages so you can start tapping into your own power and purpose. As well, and most importantly, start using and strengthening your intuition and discernment so you can move wiser and see more positive progress in these energetic streets, because you'll learn how to increase your energy, your vibration, and start vibing on higher frequencies, leading you to more positive progress in your life, financially, personally, and in your relationships. Bless. So if you're ready to put the work in, friend, to start taking baby steps and then soaring in life as the divine being you truly are, take my hand, friend. Come sit at the table and become more knowledgeable on your energy and the energies that surround you and how you are affected. Welcome to your first sip of the weekly energetic effect. Welcome to your first sip of the daily energetic detox tea. Catch these vibes, friend. Ride it out, flow, and get in harmony. Bless. And once again, thank you for allowing me to be your connect to the cosmos and your energy. Now take my hand, friend, so I can help you take your first step out of that deep, dark, and overly crowded barrel. Bless. Welcome, mommy and papi chulos and chulas, to your daily energetic and or weekly energetic effect tea, where I give you a general overview of today's inner planets and luminaries, or for the week, what zodiac signs they're in, so you know how your energy, aka your emotions, actions, thought processes, thoughts, etc., is being affected for the week and for the day, as well as break down what each year, month, week, moon cycle, and day represent energetically, so you'll know what to focus on. So you can be more informed on if you are flowing with energy or if you are creating blockages in this cycle of your life. To learn which frequency you're on and familiarize yourself with the vibes you're sending out to universe and what universe is sending you. Because this universe, the world, and even us move in energetic and physical cycles, levels, and phases, whether you're aware or not. I'm here to help you get on the correct frequency to heal, have success in all aspects, and maintain that success by learning your spirit, your purpose, and to activate you. You can use my videos as footnotes, a cheat sheet, or whatnot to have a better understanding of any situation you're in that is or isn't flowing the way you want it to, because I keep my ear in these energetic streets for you and for myself. But like I was saying, you can take some of the tea I spill and use it as footnotes or whatnot with other general tarot readings as well, to have a better understanding of why you're pulled to that reading, to confirm you truly are in alignment with success, what it is about you, your energy, that you have people trying to hate on you. You know the type of tarot readings you people watch. I watch them too. But like I said, it's so you'll have a better understanding, like especially for the ones where it's, well, why is someone hating on you? Are you attracting that because there's something within you that the situation is trying to show you about yourself, or are you truly operating as the best person you can be in alignment with your higher self? And it truly is what it is. You know, they're just hating. It comes with the territory. But whatever type of general tarot reading you mix my tea with, whatever situation or experience you're having, you'll have a better understanding of why you're experiencing what you're experiencing and why people are either reacting or responding to you, and you as well to them, and life in general. Because people gonna do what they gonna do. Either way, the situation and or person is either a lesson to address, nurture, and heal something within yourself, so you can stop taking that repeat test, because it'll only get trickier and harder every time you go through the same / similar person and or situation. Or my astrology and tarot readings will help you confirm you are on the right path. Either way, just think of me, your friend 𝕬𝕼, as being your voice of reason to help you see life in black and white, because it truly is. But overall, mommy and papi chulos, my videos are to help you become one with self, to truly operate as the divine being, the divine creation God made you to be. Because we all want to live the good life, right? Right. Passionate relationships, bank accounts with 2 to 3 commas minimum. But most importantly, we want stability, security, happiness, peace, and self-love, right? Right. Because when you're at peace, everything is all good. Overall, we're living a sensual lifestyle. I don't know about you, but I am creating my life experience to feel like a daily vacation. Bless. Now let's get into this astrological update. Afterwards, you'll have a 3-pile chakra pick a card option. I have been guided to do a root chakra, heart chakra, and crown chakra readings, and we'll talk more about that later. But for right now, friend, catch these vibes, ride it out, flow, and get in harmony, friend. And I'll see you in the astrological report for the day and or week. Bless. Hola, 𝕍𝕆𝕍, Allah salam. Once again, mi cariños, I forgot today to mention yesterday, in yesterday's video, Monday, that yesterday until the 8th, we are in the waxing crescent moon phase. And excuse me, I also forgot to mention about the void moons. So, apologies for that, but welcome to your Tuesday, January 4th daily energetic detox tea and the energetic effect. This moon phase is, as far as the waxing crescent moon phase, is when the sun is moving from behind the moon, and it sends us the energy to rebuild from the ground up all the toxicities we release during the waning moon phase. Hence why the new moon phase comes in to finish clearing everything out and giving us new energy to work with, and aka new beginnings that people say comes with the new moon. And at this current moon phase, the waxing moon is giving us the tools and resources, aka new ideas. For example, projects. You might all have an idea about some type of project, regardless if it's an endeavor or in regards to work or something you want to do within your home or for yourself, as well as skills, wanting to learn new skills. Sorry. And as well as techniques. How are you going to go about getting, those skills and or projects and resolutions? All of those go hand in hand. Those are the things that the waxing crescent moon, as well, the waxing moon phase and the new moon always sends energy in for. But of course, as I always mention, if you are stuck in energies that are conflicting to the flow of the energies that the cosmos are sending, then you will not get those ideas. You won't get those downloads, as some people call it, because, and then you'll forever be stuck in a state of confusion and stress and anxiety and things like that. That's how you know if you're flowing with energy or if you are have obstacles, regardless if you're creating them yourselves or things are happening that you're still reacting to, that adds to you continuing to operate out of reacting to life instead of responding to life. So therefore, that's why it's so important to do things day to day to feed life into yourself, to feed positivity into yourself, so you could have those a clear mindset. And by you always feeding it positivity and life into yourself, you're always constantly showing yourself love, which keeps you having an open heart, which keeps you flowing with the energy that the universe is sending to us, aka Jah energy as well, and you leveling up. So that's what this energy with the waxing phase brings us. But also with this energy, some people will start to have more lucid dreams. Most likely they'll heighten, or just dreaming, period. People will have more revelations, or as some people say, aha moments. Once again, these are tools to work with to rebuild while reflecting on old goals and or current goals still needing to meet and accomplish, because we are working on getting our flowers this year, right, period. And we got this, friend, right? Of course we do. It's in the bag, boo. If you didn't speak life into yourself yet, I'll speak it into you, friend, because that's what friends do, right? Real friends. But I want to say, let's make today, let's say an affirmation today. I affirm, not my intentions, because intentions means you're planning on doing something, but you have not done it yet. So I like to, instead of saying I intend, like you see most people do in the quote unquote spirituality community, I personally don't consider myself part of that, because of the simple fact we are all spiritual beings having a human experience. So therefore, and like I've always said in the previous videos, therefore we are always learning from each other, no matter where you are at in life. If you are where you want to be, or if you're working towards that, or if you are in a place in your life that you don't want to be, at the end of the day, we are all here to learn from each other, period. So therefore, I consider us all spiritual teachers, to some extent, regardless, because we are all here to share our knowledge of things to do and to not do, so that way we can help each other move forward, and inspire each other in some type of way, shape, or form. Whether if you're seeing somebody doing something negative and you like, ooh, I don't want to do that because I see what that is doing, or if you're doing something positive, either way, it can encourage someone. It just depends on the person and what state, or I should say not state, but what frequency they're vibing at. If they are at a point in their life where they are still responding or reacting, are they going to take that information and use it? If they are responding to life, then you're open to new ideas. Therefore, you're going to see, hey, that's negative energy. Instead of judging that person, you're learning how to flip that situation in your favor and look at it from an open, non-judgmental standpoint on what you shouldn't do. And hopefully your example to continue to do well would influence that person to also do well. But like I said, it all depends on where everyone is at. But at the end of the day, I look at us all as spiritual teachers, regardless of the fact. So anyway, that was my little rant. So moving on, like I said, this energy, as far as the waxing phase, is all about new ideas, which are considered tools to work with, to rebuild. And the only way you can rebuild is if you look back at your old goals and or current goals that you're still wanting to meet and or accomplish, because we are all working on getting ourselves together, like I said. So the affirmation we should say today, as a suggestion, I affirm that I am developing, enhancing, and learning the skills, techniques, and positive mindset to reach my goals and then exceed my goals. Ashe, amen, so mo it be, however you want to end it. You say it, you put it out there, friend. Now work on that affirmation until you work it out, And when you'll know that it has worked and you've worked it out enough, because you'll start to realize certain things within your life. Usually for me, I don't even realize it. It's like, oh, I don't even need to say this affirmation anymore because I'm doing it, because I've said it so many times for so long. I say mine typically once a day, at least once a day. And then I'll start seeing it take effect within a month to a month and a half, 2 months tops. But that's the energy of the waxing crescent moon. Okay, so as well, today the moon is going to be working with the Aquarius energy while in the waxing crescent phase. Aquarius moon energy is all about improvement. We'll find ourselves being more focused and attracted to ideas and being around people who are more progressive, i.e., any type of leader, people accomplish in the area of life you're working on, improving in, people who have authority positions, experts, gurus, etc. You'll start noticing, people do that anyway, but it's kind of heightened around this time of year, or certain times of year like this time of year. Why? Because we're working on self. We have our goals. At the end of the day, the waxing crescent moon pushes, the energy is for people to work on themselves, and that comes around every month, which is why you might see somebody out of nowhere, your friends, families, co-workers or whatnot, all of a sudden saying, you know what, I want to start working on this, I want to start working on that, out of the blue and stuff. Pay attention, my friends. Pay attention to when people out of nowhere starts talking about how they want to start doing something that'll improve themselves in some type of way, that'll better them in some type of way. And then check on my video to see what moon phase we're on. I bet you we're in waxing crescent moon, or waxing moon. I keep saying waxing crescent, but the waxing phase, because that's what the waxing phase is all about. And that means you're vibing at a frequency where you've picked up those downloads, aka ideas, that in some part of your life that you want to improve or become better at, right? So, like I said, with the Aquarius energy, people are going to be wanting to look at others who have accomplished something. So you'll notice people starting to watch more probably YouTube videos, watching kind of regardless if they're consciously doing it or subconsciously, studying that person. What did that person do to accomplish this, whatever their goal is? If it's to start a business, how did they start it? If it's to lose weight, what did that person do? Maybe looking at other people who had a similar body shape, and then all of a sudden they lost weight. So you're looking at their stories on YouTube, or you might just start looking at more exercise videos, or just going to a nutritionist. Some, like I said, experts, gurus, people of authority in some type of way, people who have accomplished something in that area of their life that you're looking to work on and improve. Some type of leader. Not saying they have to be like into politics, but they are a leader in their life because they accomplish that same goal. So therefore you are wanting to become a leader in your own life by accomplishing that same or goal that's similar. Bless. So like I said, that's the energy. So friend, because we're in the rebuilding phase now, we're already on the reflecting page as well, correcting page, tweaking page, new me, new year, new who, new what, new everything type of phase, right? This is the time of year your eyes is supersonic focused on the prize and your plans typically, or at least this moon phase. This that we're in, it makes you really focused on the goals, and your goals are to blow the ish out of the water. That's what you plan on doing, being successful. I know that's right, friend. So keep going. Now, while working with Aquarian energy, friend, be very mindful of self as always, because this energy is all about freedom, going against the grain and whatnot. That can also make it hard to stick to a schedule. It can F it up with your consistency and persistence and cause confusion, throwing off your determination. Trust, because I'm an Aquarian sun, and before I knew how to work with myself, I was freaking all over the place, man. I am telling you, friend, I will get so many ideas and then easily get distracted or deterred, because I'd get bored after like 7 days to maybe even 14 days tops, and trash the whole project, trash the whole goal and whatnot. But that was all before I started learning myself on a soul level. Like, where have I been in previous lifetimes, and where did my soul, aka me, travel to and live up to this current life? But anyways, that's a whole nother video. So that's the energy. So be very mindful of self. Aquarian energy is in full effect. This is the year of the Aquarius. So a lot of people will be having new ideas. But remember, with this energy, it can make us distracted, easily confused, and then we lose all sight, depending on also the other transitions the planets are in and the other constellations they're speaking with. So I'm going to end our astrology right here, friend. Remember, you are the creator of your life. You are the one and only factor and the final decision maker. Nothing happens, nothing shakes until you say so. So keep moving forward, being irrefutable, BKA, being impossible to deny. Keep working on self every day, even if it's you doing something for 5 minutes. It does not matter. Feed into your mental, feed into your emotional, feed into your physical, and therefore you will feed into your spirit. And always show yourself love at the end of the day. Remember to be patient, remember to be kind to yourself, and remember to take the baby steps until you are ready to start taking bigger steps than what you are. Start off with what you can handle so you don't get overwhelmed and you can continue to push through, because even just a little bit will give you results. There is no race when it comes to life. No matter where you are at in life, no matter how old you are, because at the end of the day, it's just about, at least starting off, it's about creating your own self-determination, so that way you can be consistent. Because once you are strong in your foundation, then everything else will fall into place a lot more easily. So let's get into the tarot to get further guidance from Jah, universe, and our spiritual guides to see how to work with this energy more, see where you all are at. Bless, and I'll see you in your my beautifuls and handsomes, my gods and goddesses. For legality purposes, I do have to say a few disclaimers. This first portion I truly do not understand, because I do not see any other videos that are on YouTube under different topics as far as tarot, that are not tarot videos, where they have to put this in their video in some type of way, shape, or form. But I do have to say that this video is for entertainment purposes. Don't shoot me. I'm just following YouTube regulations and rules, but I don't understand that portion, because we're picking up energy. As someone that has the ability to pick up energy, it is what it is. It's nothing, I could see entertainment to a certain extent, for fun, because I do make fun videos. But at the end of the day, energy is energy. You cannot deny energy. And some people, I don't know what's going to come out. So, okay, I'm going to leave it at that. But another disclaimer I wanted to say is that with all that I just said a few seconds ago, my readings are general, since I am tapping into collective energy. So if it doesn't resonate, don't force it. But my readings are in sync with the astrology portion of my videos. My readings are to help push you to follow your intuition, your inner voice, and morale. That's the whole purpose of my videos. And also, my videos are to help you have more in-depth understanding as to why you are in a position you are in currently in your life, with everything from relationships, your money, jobs, and even how you view yourself. I'm here to make you see yourself and your reality for what it is, and start using your discernment and wisdom more. That's why I'm called, the walking, breathing tower card. So with that being said, remember, I am not a counselor. I'm not a therapist. I'm not a doctor. Therefore, if you're not ready to face your inner shadows, that's okay. But I strongly suggest you click off and come back when you're ready and have appropriate support set up. Because when you start working on your true inner self, it will cause tower moments, aka triggers, upheavals, and whatnot. And I do not want anyone to be nor feel unsafe at all, period. So with that being said, let's get into the tarot. And if this is where we part ways, bless. I'll see you in the astrological portion tomorrow. Hi, friend. Welcome to your pick a card. Okay, friend. So, as I mentioned earlier in this video, I was pulled to do a 3 pile pick a card, and 1 pile will be your root chakra for those of you who are operating out of your root chakra. And for those who do not know, your root chakra is the part of you the chakra, the energy that's connected to your physical identity, your security, your stability, and grounding. This chakra is a reflection for those who are still trying to find themselves, learn their value and their worth. You're operating more from a subconscious mindset, meaning you're allowing something into your life that is causing you to feel unstable, that you're putting on a pedestal, making it more important than you in some type of way, and you're neglecting yourself in some type of way, and or don't feel like you deserve the happiness or will ever be fulfilled or reach a goal in a certain area because of past and or present decisions and experiences. This another pile would be the heart chakra, and the heart chakra is the middle chakra connecting the upper and lower chakras together. It's our connection to love and compassion, how you love yourself, how compassionate you are with yourself, how much you accept yourself in your entirety is reflecting and is being played out in your relationships with others, in life situational experiences and in experiences. It's also overall, whatever you're experiencing and with whomever you're experiencing it with, positive or not, is how you perceive yourself. And a lot of us, when it's not a positive experience, it's not intentional. Just as a reminder, you're just trying to make it work in life, whatever it is, like many of us do, friends. And you may be operating from your inner conscious, where you know when things are off, and things aren't right, but you haven't taken the full steps needed to address the issue and decide to settle for what you've got, even though it's not making you feel good overall, and in some type of way, you feel like, okay, I'm just going to accept this because that's just life. And then the other pile and final pile is the crown chakra pile. The crown chakra is our top chakra, or top main chakra. It's the chakra of enlightenment and connects us to our life purpose and spirituality, aka knowing our connection with ourselves, others, and the universe, and operating in alignment with your past, current, and higher self, as well as your body, mind, and soul. This is when you are operating from all 3 conscious mindsets, or you're being pulled to operate from all 3 conscious mindsets, and have faith in yourself. Once you have alignment in that chakra, you'll manifest positivity. You know the true meaning of and purpose of life. You're connected to your guardian angels and or entities and energies of high vibration and of divine frequencies. You're connected with Jah and know you're with Jah. You have a strong intuition and follow your inner wisdom. You're surrendered to live and operate as the divine being you were created as. AKA, you know who you are. You know your worth. I'm not saying you will or are perfect if you have balanced that chakra, but at least not in the standard that society puts on us. But you are, quote unquote, perfectly made to handle the assignment you were given for your current lifetime. Pretty much once this chakra is activated, you've pretty much balanced all your other chakras, activated your other chakras, because you have unlimited love for yourself and unlimited faith in yourself and Jah. That's just period. So, baby cakes, I want you to take your time, continue to use your intuition to pick your pile. For those of you who are visual, and if this is good for you, you see what you get. Pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. And you can move on to your piles. Timestamps are down below. But for those of you who are visual as far as reading, that would be the next option to choose your pile. And then your third option is the audio. So with that being said, you can skip to those portions to pick the pile for you, or go through all three. Timestamps for those pile options to choose your pile is also down below in the description. Like I said, choose the pile that speaks to you, catches your attention, your interest, and to help you out, like I said, you have all three options, and I will see you in the pile. Bless.
All my life, been grinding all my life. Sacrifice, hustle, pay the price. Want a slice, got to roll the dice. That's why all my life I've been grinding all my weekend like usual. Way off in the deep end like usual. Niggas swear they passed us, they doing too much. Haven't done my taxes, I'm too turned up. I ain't protected, you can't touch me. I'm resurrected, you can't crush me. I'm taking my time now, you can't rush me.
Hello, okay, what's up, Pile 1 friends? How are you today? I hope all is well. Happy Moon Day, bless. So Pile 1 friends, you actually picked the crown chakra pile. And if you were looking at the actual card and went based off the card, then you were looking at this card, which is 𝕊𝕋𝕍𝕄𝔼, and it was in reverse. If you chose the word and you went off the word, it was grind. And if you went off the song, it was Nipsey Hussle, Grinding All My Life. So let's get started in your reading. Okay, so off the bat, let me see. What does she say? 𝕊𝕋𝕍𝕄𝔼 says, there is not always a need to try to grapple and conquer. Sometimes the need is simply to let go. Just because another has created a certain reality for themselves and is tempting to draw you in, it does not mean that you must participate. You have the divinely granted gift of choosing where to invest your energy. Be kind to yourself. So off the bat, between the song, because I'm looking at Nipsey Hussle, and then you got the word grind. So, and the fact that this is in reverse, I feel like that you are a hard worker but the fact that it's Nipsey's song that I was pulled to put to you all's pile, I'm feeling like, hey, you're a hard worker, period. At the end of the day, you're a hard worker. But I feel like, based off the fact that this came out in reverse, she came out in the verse, 𝕊𝕋𝕍𝕄𝔼. I feel like you were living a lifestyle where you felt like it was controlling, like you were trying to control everything, but at the same time you went with things that probably was not in alignment with you. And stuff like I've seen somebody who probably was following somebody else's path. Like, I don't know. I ain't gonna lie. I'm hearing, I don't know, maybe because it's Nipsey, I'm hearing like a dope boy life, truth be told. Or somebody along the lines where they was just like hustle, grinding a lot, like a dope boy. Because that's what dope boys do. Hope I'm not offending anybody, but real talk. Dope boys, from the time they wake up to the time they go to bed, they hustling, they grinding, they about the money. So I'm not saying that you, friend, are a dope boy or dope woman. No, you know that you out there selling drugs. All I'm saying is that you grind like somebody who sells dope. You know, who, like, you're just into a lifestyle, or the fact you was into a lifestyle where where in order to have the nicer things in life, you work. You work. Pretty much. That's what I'm trying to say. I ain't trying to say. That's what I'm saying. At the end of the day. And Spirit was like, no, you know, there is not always a need to try to grapple and conquer. You know, sometimes the need is simply to let go. So let me get more cards so I could get deeper into this, because that could go either way. With the fact that it's reversed, I'm hearing pull more 𝕍𝕆𝕋. Oh gosh, okay, Spirit. I'm feeling like because this was in reverse, I'm gonna pull more cards. Either you stopped living that type of lifestyle where you just worked yourself from night to day, or you're still doing that type of work, and your ancestors is like, you don't need to do that type of life. Let that type of life go. It's not in alignment with your purpose. It's not in alignment with where you really, the things you are supposed to be actually accomplishing. I'm just hearing lack mindset right now. Because people who are in a lack mindset, you know, they grind, and they do grind all their life, you know, and it seems like the minute they wake up to the time they go to sleep, it's just work, or they do a lot of overtime. But I'm seeing somebody who is tired a lot, who is neglecting their own health because of the fact they're not getting enough rest. Therefore, you're not calling in peace in some aspect of your life. You're working hard towards something, Power One. What is it? I'll have to pull tarot for it. Okay, Spirit family. Let me know. Please clarify 𝕊𝕋𝕍𝕆𝕋 or card. What additional 𝕍𝕆𝕋 message do you want me to pull? Okay, I'm hearing pull from the top and pull from the bottom. Okay. And they saying don't read it yet. Now do ancestor. Okay, a lot of oracle. Okay, friends. So, yeah, I'm seeing somebody who, like I said, just is constantly working. Okay. And look at the bottom. Yeah, bottom of the deck. Re-energize your life. Clear. Positive space. Harmony. Yeah, like I said, I'm seeing somebody who is out of alignment with themselves. Pretty much somebody who's calling in chaos. They're saying that you need to connect with water. You know, water is cleansing. Ocean, water spirits, hydrate. So, or you need to start taking salt baths. You need to actually go out. I'm seeing somebody also needing to go by water. Either, I ain't gonna say either. You need to start taking salt baths, because salt baths purify you. It cleanses you energetically. It cleanses your aura. And drinking more water for those of you who do not drink water. And also just getting in water. Period. Even if you can't go to like you don't live by any bodies of water where you can go, like a beach or anything, then I'm seeing somebody who just hope I don't offend, but I'm being told to say this. You know, everybody don't take a bath or shower every single day. and stuff. Some people out here take wash-ups before they would take a bath or a shower. They take wash-ups mostly. But I'm saying your ancestors is like, increase your bath time or increase your shower time. Either you need to sit in some water more, or you need to let water hit you and stuff. In reverse, it was awaken the inner shaman. Yeah, connect, invoke, heal. By this coming out in reverse, along with connect with water. Yeah, you need to use more water. Either drink it, sit in it, soak in it, let it fall on you. Include salt baths. That's what I heard. So that way you could start healing, because shamans are healers. And so awaken your inner shaman. Yeah, start healing yourself energetically, and then water is cleansing anyway, so it's going to cleanse your physical. And then water, at the end of the day, you know how when you take a shower and or bath, I don't know about everybody else, but I know when I was younger, I used to take a shower in the morning, and then when I got off work, I used to take a bath. I don't have that luxury now, but I at least make sure I wash my, once a day. But that was my MO. I loved it. It was just so refreshing. Every time I got out the tub or the shower, either way, I felt refreshed. I felt alive. I felt relaxed. It's something about water. When you sit in water, or if you're letting the water fall on you in the shower, like I said, it re-energizes you. It feels good. Below the re-energize, take the time out to rest. Take the time out to rest, friend. Yeah, because like I said, I'm seeing somebody who is not taking the time for themselves. It's just work. And it's throwing you out of whack. And by you picking the heart chakra pile, it's like you notice, because you work past certain aspects of yourself where this isn't working, but you're still doing it. Okay. Other oracle messages I've gotten is 𝕠𝕠𝕆𝕍𝕍, her. And it says, a chapter in your life is closing. It will not be reopened. This will be reason for celebration. Whatever you need to release right now shall create the space for what is divinely destined for you to manifest through her grace. You shall enjoy a change of pace and release from intensity. Open your heart to the beginning of a golden era. Yeah, because you did pick the heart chakra pile. So you need to learn how to flow. Whatever this situation is, you're being called to do something else, but you're not receiving those energetic messages because you're tired. She arrests the flow of negativity, particularly that of your own making. She transforms our karma from that which hinders our joy to that which can create true happiness. As you seek refuge in her, you are protected from gossip, slander, and any form of negativity from others. A positive turning of the tide of good fortune is predicted. And this is that card. 𝕁𝕍𝕆𝕋. Yeah, so something is coming your way, friend. Let's see. Dear Jah, universe, ancient ancestors, spirit guides, please help me clarify 𝕠𝕠𝕆𝕍𝕍. Okay, we have 9 of Swords reverse, as well as 10 of Swords. Oh, so yeah, a lot of thinking, friend. A lot of overthinking. Clarify 𝕁𝕍𝕆𝕋. Spirit, what do they have coming for their future if they make the changes they need, like cleansing themselves, cleansing their energy, feeding into themselves, taking the time out, Spirit? Okay, I'm hearing take it. Okay, first card that came out. Ooh, Seven of Cups reverse. Yeah. Okay. And then the second two cards is Empress. And then, excuse me, Ace of Swords reverse. Okay. Let me make some space. Give me a second, friend. Okay. What I'm seeing is, see, that's why it came to me earlier. Like I said, I'm seeing somebody that's moving around in these physical streets, because at the end of the day, you are Nine of Pentacles, or Pentacles. I probably meant to say Nine of Pentacles reverse. That's what I was about to say, because you're not taking care of yourself, which is why these came out reverse. I'm seeing somebody that's in their head. Typically, yes, you would see, these would mean that you're getting over your thoughts. You know, you're moving beyond hardships and things like that. But the fact that this came out reverse and stuff, like I said, I couldn't tell before if, because this says there is not always a need to try to grapple and conquer. Sometimes the need is simply to let go. Just because another has created a certain reality for themselves and is attempting to draw you in, it does not mean that you must Ooh. I'm hearing somebody who is not being, somebody here may not be living the lifestyle that they truly want. Like, I'm hearing, like, for example, your parents might want you, even though we all grown, but your parents might want you to be a doctor, but your interest is in something else, like you want to do. It might not be in the medical field at all. Like, maybe you want to be, you're creative, and, and you want to be an artist, but because that's not considered a stable lifestyle to get to take care of yourself as an adult, then no. Or you're living working hard for a lifestyle where you believe, and it could be just now giving you financial stability, because these two in reverse is somebody who is worried. And like I said, this is coming out, and that's what I got. Or somebody who's working hard to live a certain lifestyle and stuff. And yes, I know typically, but I read cards way different. And when it's, even though it's in reverse, it's still like, there's no change in your situation. Maybe nothing else has been added to your life that's like, you know how some people do the same. When it rains, it pours. Things always happen to me back to back and stuff. Like, there hasn't been any change. Like, nothing else has happened. But also as well, you're still stuck. Working. That's what I'm seeing. Somebody who is just tired. Because you haven't gotten the clarity to get out of this, and your ancestors is like, well, first you need to connect with water, like I mentioned earlier, so that way your body can do what it does best naturally, which is heal itself. Take the time out to rest. If you did not catch my listen to the video for earlier, the astrology report, remember, we are in the waxing moon phase. So this is the time when you need to start flowing with energy, because the energy of the cosmos and the moon phase is all about creating new ideas, and starting to do the work to create your plan. overcome your obstacles. And here I'm seeing that you're not doing that. You're stagnant. You're stuck. You know, with this coming out in reverse together, you're stuck. You're stuck in I'm seeing somebody who is confused. You're like, I'm working hard. Like somebody who's working, but you're not getting paid enough to sustain the lifestyle that you want. I'm seeing somebody who's materialistic. Sorry, friend. Not sorry at the same time. I'm going to be honest with you, friend. That's what I see. Because like 𝕷𝕍𝕆𝕍 says, 𝕸𝕇𝕆𝕌𝕋 Sundari. It says a new chapter in your life is closing and will not be reopened. This will be reason for celebration. Whatever you need to release right now shall create the space for what is divinely destined. So you need to start working on self, creating a space of peace. So so whatever you need to release right now shall create the space for what is divinely destined for you to manifest through her grace. You shall enjoy a change of pace and release from intensity. Open your heart to the beginning of a golden era. Yeah, friend, right now you're creating stagnation. That's what I see. You're creating stagnation. You're not flowing with energy and stuff, and you know that what you're doing, even though you're putting in the hard work, you're not getting the results that you want. So it's saying, you're being told like, hey, create a space for peace. And the fact that I couldn't get my words out and stuff, you know how you are when you're tired. It's like I can't think straight. I can't talk straight. I just want to rest. Take the time out to rest, friend. Start healing yourself. Shamans. Shamans are healers. Get into herbs or something. But just do things that'll help you heal. Okay, so let's move on to the next oracle card and the cards that came out. Remember, this is 𝕷𝕍𝕆𝕋, and we have the 7 of Cups reverse. We have the Empress, and we have the Ace of Swords reverse. Okay. So what I'm seeing here, okay, friends. So with these cards and the fact that it came out with her, once again, I'm going to remind you, it says she arrests the flow of negativity, particularly that of our own making. She transforms our karma from that which hinders our joy to that which can create true happiness. As you seek refuge in her, you are protected from gossip, slander, and any form of negativity from others. A positive turning of the tide of good fortune is predicted. So like I said, friend, I'm seeing someone, once again, who is constantly grinding. You've been grinding for a long time. That's all you know. And I'm sorry to say this, but I'm seeing somebody who is operating out of lack mindset, especially with this 7 of Cups coming out reverse and stuff. I'm seeing somebody who is emotionally drained, probably because you constantly have things on your mind and stuff. You don't that you have to take care of. Somebody who deep in thought, probably overwhelmed, because you're working hard. You're putting in 110%, not just 100%, but 110%. And it's like, what am I doing wrong? Like I mentioned earlier in my intro and stuff, if you listen to it and got to know me, I was telling you that how I had 2 college degrees. I had good paying jobs, you know, good and decent paying jobs. I've started businesses. Yes, they failed, but they made me money at the time, you know, but the life that I was going towards, I just could not level up the way that I needed to. So, excuse me, our guides, our angels, our ancestors, excuse me, Jah. Why am I hiccuping or burping? Yeah, you need to release the toxicity, because you know gas is toxic things in your body. And so the fact that I'm doing that out of nowhere and all I'm doing is drinking water and stuff, well, it's actually my detox water. You know, it got herbs and fruit that was infused into it along with apple cider vinegar. So long story short, like I said earlier, when I was like, you probably need to get into some herbs, shamans, because shamans deal with herbs, natural healing. But anyway, back to this card and these cards below. I'm seeing someone who is emotionally drained, because you're mentally drained and you're physically drained. You're trying to get ahead because you can't. But right now, we are in waxing moon phase. The next phase is the full moon. When the full moon is doing is with these energies is whatever your energy is flowing, that's what you're about to give birth to. The Empress is all about fertility, giving birth to something. You know, she's pregnant supposedly in this card. And the Ace of Swords is saying no new beginnings, because your thoughts is not bringing in what it needs to bring in. You are not calling in new ideas. You're repeating your lessons right now. I'm seeing somebody who's repeating their lesson. And so you're being asked to heal. Bring peace into your mind. Therefore, you could bring peace within yourself and peace within your life, so that while we are in this waxing moon phase, you can get those ideas. Please, 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 my Power One friends, my heart chakra friends. If you did not look at the astrology part, please go look at that. Because like I said, right now I'm seeing that you're going to continue grinding. Pretty much you're going to continue grinding, and you're going to continue on this path if you do not start doing things to flow. So that's all I have for you today, my Power One friends. Your numerical message is 910 and 73. I'm being told to read it to you, but I forgot my other phone, so I'm not able to read it. But when you get a chance, please go look up those angel numbers, so that way you can have further encouragement. Let me put it down so that way I could make sure I put it into the description area. Give me one moment. 910 and 73. Let me hold it up so you all can see. 910 and then 73. Also, I read colors. So just real quick before I let you all go, I noticed it just stuck out to me. And as we're talking about healing, because she has a lot of brown, she's golden, and then this card, the shaman, has a lot of brown in it. And brown is all about reliability, dependability, grounding, of course, going back to the basics, believing in self. So in order to rely and be dependable, you have to be able to believe in yourself. That's what Brown represents. And the fact that she has all this copper jewelry on, which is why I wear a lot of copper, because copper is a metal that not produces, but it helps with the flow of energy. So maybe you want to look into getting some copper as well. Copper rings. Anything copper. Also, I'm hearing maybe you want to get you some hematite, because I've had a hematite rings as well. That's all about energy flow and balancing you out. For those of you who are into crystals, or even wearing certain metals, and certain stones. So maybe you want to get into that. But I'm seeing lotus flower. She has a lotus flower in the back. Once again, Empress energy. The Empress is all about fertility, bringing things into fruition. Just like a woman when she's pregnant, when she has to take care of herself. She has to eat a certain way. She has to live a certain lifestyle, so that way she could help create will continue not only to just continue to create the life, but also take care of the life within her. AKA, for those of us who are, spiritual wise, take care of the life within yourself, which is your energy. You have to take care of your energy. Especially nowadays with all the stuff that's going on, you have to take care of your energy. You do that by self-care, nurturing yourself, speaking life into yourself, taking care of yourself, being patient with yourself. Because society, it'll have you working. They have their own agenda. I'm just saying. There's another agenda out here. I'll get into that in a whole nother video in due time. But at the end of the day, and it doesn't have nothing to do with the obvious. It's on some way higher upper level stuff that's going on that I've been getting downloads about. But long story short, there's another agenda. Like at the end of the day, everybody and everything has their own agenda, right? Right. So with that being said, right now, with us being the waxing phase, everybody is pregnant. Energetic wise, spiritually wise, we are all pregnant and stuff. So wherever your energy is flowing, that's where your energy is going. If you are out of alignment, then when the full moon comes in, guess what? You're going to be bringing in more or either the same energy. Because this month, unfortunately, you may not pass your lessons, because remember, if you did not catch my January video 2022, I didn't post a January one, I can't remember, but my winter video and my January video, I talked about how overall winter time is all about us doing deep self-evaluations. Everything has a purpose. There's some type of spiritual signification. So that way we know how to operate. So that way we can stay balanced. So that way we can grow and prosper and actually level up. But if you are not aware of the energy that the cosmos is sending down to us, that Jah is sending down to us, these new ideas, Ace of Swords upright, it means new ideas, new beginnings. If you can't get those when you're out of alignment, when you're doing things that's out of alignment of the energetic flow of the universe, because the energetic flow of the universe, universal energy is Jah energy, period. Regardless if you want to disagree or not, it's Jah energy. This message is all about healing, grounding, calling in peace. Because right now, you're at a point where you're calling in things that are not going to help you, friend. And I'm just being honest. For those of you who resonate with this power. But that's all I have for you. I wish you the best of luck, friend. Like, I really do. I'm going to say a prayer for my Power One Heart Chakra friends. So that way for you to bring peace into your life more today than yesterday. Maybe you could make that as an affirmation. I affirm that I am calling in peace more today than yesterday. And you know what I do too when it's something that is hard for me to, human wise, my brain is like, how can I do that? Don't overthink it. Just say this affirmation. I am calling in peace. I am aligning with peace more today than yesterday. And then at the end of that affirmation, say, how am I aligning and calling in peace more today than I did yesterday? Because that's going to get your subconscious mind. You say that every day for about 30 days straight. Your subconscious mind, at least within 30 days, will start to reprogram itself. Because right then, affirmations reprograms your mind and stuff. And I always, when something is really difficult for me to do or stick to, or if I find myself overthinking it, I say that last part. How am I, yada, 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 more today than yesterday? Because at the end of the day, your subconscious mind, when you go to sleep, is going to reevaluate what you did today, or whenever you see this video, and then so that way it could program your conscious, so when you wake up, you're going to repeat the same thing over again. And that's why you're repeating this phase, because you haven't trained yourself to get out of that mindset, to get out of those emotions and stuff. So I'm seeing somebody who is like, you're just lost. You're confused right now. So in order to get out of this mindset and these emotions, say that affirmation. That's just something I would suggest to you. So that way you can naturally heal, because your subconscious will be like, oh, well, my friend did this, that, and the third. My friend did this, that, and the third today. But the friend been saying, well, how am I calling and aligning more peace today than yesterday? Your subconscious mind is going to be like, what did they do? No, that's not going to align friend with peace. That's not going to call friend peace. And then naturally, you'll start getting ideas. You'll naturally, because at the end of this day, you cannot, your soul is going to take you. You can't deceive your soul. Because like I said, if you are in alignment or working towards being truly aligning with your higher self, aka your soul, your future self and stuff, and you plant the seeds, then your higher self is going to start tapping in. Like, oh, okay, no. But you have to pay attention to your emotions. You have to heal yourself. You have to do things to bring peace in, like connect with water. I said I was going to let y'all go. But I really want to help you all, friend. I truly do. Because I've been there. Been there, done that. Like I said in my intro. Been there, done that. I know exactly what you're going through. All right, so I'm really going to let you go right now. I want to thank you all for vibing with me. I hope that you are more prosperous and knowledgeable today. And I've helped you out. I want to thank all of our divine counsels for the messages and for chiming in for extra guidance on how to navigate this energy, friend. And also, since you're still here, go ahead and hit my friend button, aka my subscribe button. Make sure you click the all option, so that way whenever I come by with more tea, you won't miss my call, honey. Remember, friend, that every physical action, there is a coinciding spiritual, aka energetic action aligned with it. How you speak and treat yourself affects your energy, and it is reflected in your life. Change your mindset and you'll change your life. Keep vibing high, friends. No matter what, we are always striving to vibe high and do better today than we did yesterday. Right? Bless. So continue to vibe high. Even if you don't feel like you are. Because just the fact that you're putting in the effort means you're going to be you're vibing high, at least higher than above. So vibe high. Continue to be irrefutable, BKA, being impossible to deny, and I will see you in the astral plane or the next video. Bye. Hi, Pal 2 friends. Welcome to your reading. I'm excited. Happy Moon Day. I hope your day has been well today. I hope you watched the astrology report today so you can see how energy is. I'm getting it together. Please excuse me. I'm telling you this the day of. I'm trying to get into the set of getting this to you at least a day or two ahead of time, but bear with me so that way you can be prepared with the energy before it happens. Right, bless. Okay, so pile 2, you are my heart chakra pile. So if you went just based off of visual, you're a visual learner, then you pick this card, 𝕍𝕆𝕍. If you are a visual learner, a reading learner, articulate learner, I can't remember what that is called, then you chose the term life is power. If you are an auditory learner, then you chose this pile because of the song Future and Drake, Life is Good. Bless. So, let's see what your oracle card says. It says 𝕍𝕆𝕍. Knowing what to allow and what to fight for or against requires wisdom. 𝕍𝕆𝕍 is the fearless wisdom, 𝕍𝕆𝕍 is the fearlessness, wisdom, patience, and discipline required to conquer a difficult situation. 𝕍𝕆𝕍 is the power to accomplish what you need and desire. She is with you now. Her presence now portends a truly exceptional breakthrough in your path. Bless, friend. So I see somebody leveling up, somebody who has found their worth, regardless if you are doing this consciously or subconsciously. And I say this a lot because a lot of us do not give credit to ourselves where credit's due, because we're so used to, I'm just doing this because I want A, B, C, D in my life, or I want to accomplish, I have a goal. And we don't take the time to acknowledge ourselves, our wins, and just our efforts. So if nobody has acknowledged you today or recently, friend, thank you. Thank you for being you. Thank you for putting in the effort to speak life into you, to work life into you, so that way you can do better and reach your goals. That way you can vibe high, because when you're vibing high or higher than you were before, at the end of the day, that energy is contagious. Regardless, energy is contagious. So therefore, you are sending out good energy. Period, friend. You are sending out good energy. I'm being pulled to pull some self-love. So you're sending out good energy. So if nobody told you, thank you, friend. Thank you for working on you. Because you probably don't even realize how energetically you're helping the world just by doing you. Making sure you're doing things that are making you happy, that are making you stable, that are making you feel and be secure. I shouldn't say feel secure, but be secure, like actually be secure. That's what I'm getting from this pile. And the fact that you got Future and Drake, life is good. Life is good for you. You are leveling up in some type of way because you simply loved. You loved yourself, friend. I'm being called to pull one more. My ring trying to come off. I'm leveling up in weight loss. Yes. This is what your card says. Accept responsibility for your own life. Know it's you who will get you where you want to go. No one else. Period. Yeah. Bottom of the deck. I don't know if y'all can see this, but it says, y'all see my nails. Don't pay attention, because my real nails is pretty long. But every now and then I want to do something fancy. But anyway, sex don't keep a relationship, nor does it satisfy you. That's what I'm talking. Somebody has realized their worth. Like I said, regardless if you are consciously or subconsciously, aka unconsciously realizing that, you are taking your power back. Or have, or if you haven't taken your power back from a situation and or person, you are just taking power and are being responsible for you. You are not going for the okie doke anymore. Sex doesn't keep a relationship, nor does it satisfy you. You are not going for the simp. You're not being a, no offense, not saying you are a simp, but you're not going for the simp ways anymore, I should say. Not, once again, not calling you a simp, friend, but somebody who just say and do anything and it sound good and it makes you feel good, but at the end of the day, looking at everything in totality, that is not going to give you what you need. It could be in a relationship, it could be a career, it could be something within your own personal life as far as your own personal goals, i.e., I'm always using this as an example, but weight loss, friend, or just making sure, like anger management. If for people who might be emotional, making sure you wake up every day and you look at the positivity of your day instead of trying to focus on the hardships that come, the challenges that come, stuff like that. You're looking at life from a deeper level, friend, than before. I'm being called now to pull the tarot big cards. Bless. Yes, friend. I love it. Take it, Spirit. I'm hearing don't take it. Okay. Yeah, let's see if that'll fall out. Because that just, I'm hearing don't take it, but then a part of me is hearing take it. I'm confused. Okay, Spirit. So, why is accept responsibility for your own life here, Spirit family? Why is accept responsibility here? Well, okay. I have 7 of Cups reverse, and I can't see. Sorry, friend. 7 of Cups reverse and 4 of Cups. A lot of green, a lot of gold and yellow. Okay, friend. So this is what I'm seeing. So, like I said, I'm seeing somebody, because the 7 of Cups came out reverse and stuff, that indicates somebody, well, Cups is all about emotions and relationships. So you most likely, if this is involved, because like I said, I try to be as general as possible because I want you all, if you pick this pile, since you picked this pile, because you are in this pile, not if you pick this pile, since you picked this pile, you were drawn to this pile for a reason. So I do not want to fill it in with too many specifics, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. So you could have been working on self and realize things that you were doing that was self-sabotaging to self, and or you were in a relationship with someone. It could have been romantic or some type of friendship, but at the end of the day, you found your worth in this relationship. Like I said, it could have been a relationship with somebody else, or it could have been a relationship. You're talking about your relationship with yourself. And the fact that I was kind of confused with, because at first it came out, the 7 of Swords had came out, and like I said, I was kind of confused on if I should take it or not, because I was hearing both. So you too, it probably took you a while, because I'm hearing this was big decision to make and like a kind of heavy decision to make as far as moving forward and stuff. You accepted your responsibility. You evaluated this relationship, and like I said, it could be a relationship with someone else. It could have been a relationship with your other half in some type of partner, friendship, but it was a deep-rooted emotional relationship, something you could have had going on within yourself that you're trying to work on to better yourself. But I'm seeing some type of relationship where you took responsibility for the things that you contributed into it that weren't the best, for yourself and for that other person. And you're accepting it, and you're, opening yourself up, and you realize what it is that you need and to do in order to move on, to move past this, to heal, to move towards a brighter future. You're not, like I said, you're not accepting the simp tactics anymore. You're not allowing anybody or anything to come your way. I'm hearing you're protecting your energy. Orange, these flowers. Oh my God, friend, you have a lot of flowers. This card has flowers and it's orange. This card has a flower and it's orange. What is the spiritual meaning of orange? I cannot remember. But at the end of the day, flowers is a plant. And in order to see something blossom, you have to feed into it and you have to nurture it. And the fact that it's orange signifies, and that's what was took out to, like I said, this is orange. So it took you a lot of courage. You built up your courage to move past this relationship. Like I said, regardless if it was a relationship with someone else or it was a relationship you had within yourself with something. It could have been toxic habits, bad habits that you were doing. But regardless, you accepted responsibility and now you are healing. Green is all about healing, good health. And the fact that all this green stuff is falling, it reminds me of water. And water is cleansing. So either I'm getting the energy that you are doing this now or you recently did this. Oh, bottom of the deck. I'm being pulled to share this card with you. Black, another flower. Black is all about expansion. That's why I say welcome black. Black is for expansion. When you have to heal, or when you're trying to think clear and things like that, when you when you rest, what do? You go in the dark. Everything starts off in the dark, in blackness, in order to grow. Babies, when they grow, where is it? It's in the womb, darkness. Plants, what do? You bury them in the ground and stuff, darkness. When you rest and close your eyes, when do you do it? At night, darkness. So you took the time, or you are currently taking the time to expand, grow, tap into mystery, which is like the excitement, the unknown. You're tapping into a part of your life, or are about to tap into a part of your life that'll be a new chapter. Like Chamanda says, knowing what to allow and what to fight for or against requires wisdom. 𝕍𝑚anda is the fearlessness, wisdom, patience, and discipline required to conquer a difficult situation. 𝕍𝑚anda is the power to accomplish what you need and desire. She is with you now. Her presence now portends a truly exceptional breakthrough in your path. Yes, blessed friend. And like this card says, it says, please look before you leap into a relationship. You might leap and effing fail. I'm not, it says it right there. It says you might fucking fail. So, you're being, I'm hearing this as a forewarning. Not as a warning like you are doing this now, but kind of as a forewarning, a reminder that before you jump into something else, because make sure you really do look at the situation. Because I'll say this, like I said, we're in the energy right now because of the season we're in and the time of year we're in. It's all about self-reflection. There are a lot of retrogrades going on, especially with Venus in retrograde happening, and also with the winter, what winter symbolizes at the end of the day. At this time of year, we are being tested. A lot of people, at the end of the day, we're being tested at all times. But when you're trying to level up, that's when stuff happens out of the woodwork. And I can't remember what video I said this in. Was it the 2022 or the winter one? I want to say my winter video. If you did not watch that, go check it out. The symbolism of winter. I can't remember what I named it. But pretty much it was about what winter energetically, the energetic effect of winter. That's what it was. But long story short, we have to be very careful and mindful of self. Because see, when you're leveling up and these low vibrational energies, aka devil energies and demons and stuff like that, when you try to level up, they will try their best to keep 2 feet on your neck, to keep you 10 toes down, friend. Because to keep you in that energetic state of making the same mistakes. You know what I'm saying? Because they do not want you to see your truth. They do not want you to realize your power. That's why society is set up the way it is. Illuminati. I ain't say it, but you heard me. Anyway, that's the purpose, and like I said in the last video, agenda of this world that we are in. It's so much more to this world than a lot of people realize. But and at the end of the day, everybody has an agenda. I said that too in Power 1, because it's something I had to share with them. But long story short, not saying that you should go look at Power 1, cause that I'm just saying that it came out. I had to mention that in there too. But yeah, I'm seeing this as a forewarning. Please look before you leap into a relationship. Yeah. So like I said, it seems like majority of you, this is a relationship with someone else, an intimate one. Yeah. So spirit is like, look, pay attention, look for the signs, because you will get this test again, because this is the season to level up. And so you will get that test again. What is it? Last quarter moon. Last quarter moon is what I call our end of the season, end of the year, end of the moon phase test. Like you take the SATs and all the NWEAs and all the tests throughout school year, throughout when you were in school, to see if you are ready to go to the next grade. Well, every month we get our test, aka the last quarter moon, and that's our test to see, and that's like an evaluation to see where our energy flow from the last new moon to the full moon. Well, from the new moon to the full moon. So if your energy was more so focused on things that were not adding to you and uplifting you, guess what? When the full moon comes around, that's what you're calling in. Even if you just started working on self and doing things to be more courageous, to be responsible for yourself, not accepting the okie doke, then you will be calling in progressive things. But that trickery energy is still around us. So your ancestors is like, hey, look at a relationship before you leap, because you might get a test that looks like it's good because it makes you feel good, because that person is talking good game, this, that, and the third. Or even if this is something as far as you personally in a relationship you have, it's something like how you making moves. Like it could be with money, for example. Like you're talking a good game to yourself with the intention to save money, and do better with your money and manage your money better. But you're not actually putting in the work to back that up, if this is personal. But I'm really not getting that from this pile. I'm seeing somebody who's in a relationship with somebody else, and they're finally seeing that, hey, this is not going to work out. I need to exit stage left. I have the courage now to do so. Orange. I started planting seeds to see this situation, this relationship for what it is. And now I'm ready to bloom, aka move on, because I know my power. I know that I have the power to do better. I have the potential to do better. 4 cups, orange. I have the power to flow and bring things in that will bring peace and clarity. Lotus flower at the top is all about fertility. Water, cleansing, filling me in all 4 aspects of my life: mental, emotional, spiritual, and physical, which would be money and your body and stuff like that. Everything on the 3D level of this world. Mental, emotional, which would give you spiritual balance, spiritual stability, which you will see it in your physical life. Physical balance. See it? All 4 areas of your life: mental, emotional, spiritual, physical. And then the 2 cups at the bottom, equally yoked, balance, stability. You can't see it. Stability. Yeah, friend. So keep doing what you're doing, friend. I am happy for you for moving on, finding your worth, finding your value, friend. Keep going. Let me write down your angel number message, which is 74. So go look that up when you can. I am going to put that in the description. Let me put that down. So yeah, your life is good and stuff. If you can't see it now, you will see it, because at the end of the day, you have taken the steps and stuff you needed to do what? Simply love yourself, because you know your worth and you know your power, friend. So life is good. Your guides is telling you keep moving forward. As long as you're flowing with energy now. You're probably getting ideas. If you did not check out my astrology portion, please go check that out, so you know what's up energetically. And that way you can confirm that you are flowing. Period. Bless. I love it. So, friend, excuse me. With that being said, I thank you, friend, for vibing with me, letting me be your connect to the cosmos and ear to these energetic streets. I hope I've helped you grow and prosper today. I want to thank all our divine counsel for the downloads and the messages. Since you're still here, friend, please hit my thumbs up button so I can reach more like-minded people. And don't forget to hit my friend button, aka subscribe button, and make sure you select the all option so that when I call you to spill more tea, you won't miss my call, friend. Remember, friend, for every physical action, there is a coinciding spiritual action. How you speak and treat yourself affects your energy and is reflected in your physical life. Change your mindset and you'll change your life. Keep vibing high, my friend. Continue to be irrefutable, aka being impossible to deny. And I'll see you in the astral plane or the next video. Bye. Hi, my Pile 3 friends. Welcome to your reading. Happy Moon Day, aka Monday. I hope all has been well for you today. I hope you were able to flow and vibe and level up and just, harmonize today, right? Because Moon Day, aka Monday, is an emotional day because the moon, it's an emotional thing. Why did I lose my train of thought? Okay, we'll figure that out later. Because I just lost my train of thought out of nowhere. But my Pile 3 friends, you are my root chakra pile. So you actually picked the root chakra. And you did that off of this card. If you just did it by visual, which is 𝕷𝕍𝕄𝕊𝕍. If you did it by visual with the word, you did frankincense and myrrh. And if you did it by audio, pick this pile by audio, then you pick the song Protected by Be Wise. So I'm getting, obviously, with frankincense and myrrh and in the song, this pile is highly protected. Let's see what 𝕷𝕍𝕄𝕊𝕍 says. It says, when hope is lost and a way forward cannot be sensed, 𝕷𝕍's love will find a way. If the path does not exist, then it shall be created. If you cannot see or feel how you can move from where you are to where you want to be, 𝕷𝕍's wisdom and grace will manifest at the perfect time to provide what is needed. Bless, friend. So, let me pull some more cards before I say anything. But what I will say with all this blue, because I read colors, and I'm seeing someone who is working out of their subconscious mind with all this blue. But with it, and then with this moon, this is representative of the South Node. So you're working out of like I said, you're working from your subconscious mind, meaning you're reacting to life instead of responding to life. Hope I do not offend you, friend, but I gotta call it as I see it, because a real friend is a real friend, and I'm gonna tell you what it is so you can level up. Period. But I'm seeing a lot of blue, and then you're working out of you're reacting to life because you are, when things happen that's challenging you, that makes you feel bad, you're quick to react with your emotions, repeating the same patterns that are not uplifting to you. And purple, that's representative of royalty. And royalty, you know, those who are born into royalty, they have to live a certain lifestyle. Yes, like if you think back in the day with the kings and the queens that were and they had their kids, yes, they do inherit the kingdoms and the riches and the wealth, but they had to go through tests. much like we are doing now, regardless if you are aware of it or not. Because as I always say, our souls came here for a specific purpose, to add to the collective energetic flow of universal love, aka Jah's love. So there is a certain lifestyle that we are destined to have, our destinies. It shows it in your birth chart. Get your birth chart reading if you haven't. Just a suggestion. Not saying you have to do that, but I would suggest it. So you'll know what it is you are supposed to be experiencing in your lifetime. At least the basics. So anyway, and know what you're destined for in this lifetime. What you are supposed to inherit. Purple. But like I said, when it comes to royalty, which we are because we are divine creations of Jah, we have to go through these tests. There's so many reasons why, a lot that I haven't, truth be told, seen anybody talk about, but I will eventually on my page. I'm just not being guided to do so. I want to so bad personally myself, but my ancestors and my ancient ancestors, really, because I don't deal with any other energies, but my ancient ancestors and Akashic records, guardians. And right now it's not the right time. But long story short, royalty, purple. You are destined for a certain lifestyle. But right now you're working out of your subconscious mind and you're repeating South Node. You're repeating old ways. And there's a big message because of this song. And then the fact that I was guided to put frankincense and myrrh. You are protected. Ooh. What should I add to this? Self-love. I'm being called to pull self-love. Okay. What self-love message do you have for my Pile 3 friends, spirit family? What self-love message do you have for my Pile 3 friends in regards to their root chakra? Okay, so it says, to hell with love. No, to hell with the person who made you think this way. Okay, and then in reverse it says, a house is not a home if you're with someone who does not care about you. Ooh. So I'm getting, even though these say specifically refer to actual people and intimacy, like an intimate relationship, that's what I'm getting. That, when, and then the fact that this came out, when hope is lost and a way forward cannot be sensed, Kali's love will find a way. If the path does not exist, then it shall be created. If you cannot see or feel how you can move from where you are to where you want to be, Kali's wisdom and grace will manifest at the perfect time to provide what is needed. Yeah, I'm getting like something happened that was very intimate. And right now, you're looking at like other relationships or just life in general as like, especially love, because it says to hell with love. Yeah, you're looking at like love, like to hell with love. And your guides and ancestors and angels is like, no, to hell with that person. To hell with that person. What that person did to you does not equate what love actually is. I'm seeing somebody who is very hurt. Yeah, and it says a house is not a home if you are with someone who does not care about you. And the fact that this came out in reverse, I'm getting the vibe that you're trying to debate on what you should do in this situation, because I'm getting somebody who is very deeply connected to somebody emotionally and mentally. Like, you all built a life together, but you're not sure. Like, I'm getting the vibe of settling. You're settling. And it says, when all hope is lost and a way forward cannot be sensed, Kali's love will find a way. If the path does not exist, then it shall be created. If you cannot see or feel how you can move from where you are to where you want to be, Kali's wisdom and grace will manifest. Yeah, friend. I'm getting the vibe that you're settling. And your guys want you to know that you are protected. Maybe you should burn some frankincense and myrrh. Just saying. And the fact that both of these cards have plants in it, you need to nurture yourself. Because like in the last reading, green, that's good health, that's stability, money. Not saying money is everything, but in this world, 3D world, the 3D level we live in, you need money. So, and tree, and then the fact that this is a tree house. Oh my God, this is a tree house, friend. And then it says a house is not a home if you are with someone who does not care about you. Yeah, I'm getting someone who is settling. I'm seeing somebody who is settling with a relationship that they are not happy in, but they don't see any way out. You don't see that you can't see yourself being able to provide and be stable. And I'm getting in regards to money, just because this is green. You don't see yourself as being able to be stable. And even emotionally. Like, okay. I'm sorry, friend. Something caught my eye. Okay, so what caught my eye was the fact purple again. The red flowers, there's purple flowers up here in the front. Then in the back is red, and then these buildings are white. Let me drink my detox water. Hold on. Take a sip. Yeah, I'm seeing from the colors in this image that, like I said, you are protected. We are all protected at the end of the day. You just have to know you're protected. I'm hearing faith. You have to have more faith in yourself, especially to bring red. Red is all about passion, life, vitality. The blood circulation. You have to feed life into yourself. And then I don't know if you all could see it, but see, it's a little bit of orange flowers as well. You have to find the courage to breathe life back into yourself in order to go towards the life that you're destined to have. That's what I'm seeing. A healthy life, green. A healthy life, a stable life, because this is a tree house. Trees are all about the trunk at that, and it's a home. Trees provide homes to many different living beings. Trees represent stability. Trees represent knowledge. You have the knowledge based off the experience of the things you do not want to see happen in your life, that doesn't help you grow, that doesn't bring you stability. But yet your guides and angels and ancestors want you to know that you're good, you're protected. You just have to see that within yourself. Yes, babe.
So really wants to come downstairs.
Dog, because he gonna be everywhere and stuff. He gonna be everywhere.
Standing like right by the doorway.
Okay, I'm almost done with this reading.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I'll be up. Because it's like 6:30 now. Okay, I'm sorry, friend. Yeah. And then the fact that my daughter came in, you know, that person probably is the type of person where they might need you more than you need them. You know, they might need you more than you need them. But I'm getting a big find your strength. Okay, I'm being pulled to pull some tarot for you, friend. And then more self-love, but I'm being told to leave that up there for now. My ring is falling off. Okay. Dear Jah, universe, ancient ancestors, spirit guides, guardian angels, archangels, ascended masters, higher future self, please help me align with these tarot cards so I can receive, hear, and channel clear, accurate messages for my Pile 3 friends, my root chakra friends, that they need to hear right now. And let me burn some sage. I'm being called to burn some more sage. I burn sage and cleanse my cards before each reading. And I burn sage again. Not sage. Palo Santos. This ain't lit up at all. Somebody ain't trying. Protect us. Protect us, Jesus. Protect us. Ascended Master. Yes. Yeah. Know that they are. Let me sage you. Cleanse your energy, friend. Let me sage you. Yeah, cleanse your energy. Yeah. You're being asked to and I just heard, and protect yourself. Protect your energy. I'm hearing energy vampire. Yeah, this person is needy. I'm hearing somebody. I'm hearing this person is needy. Hold on. Yeah, friend. Oh, friend, beautiful. Seven of Pentacles. I can't count. I'm sorry. 7 of Pentacles. 3 of Swords reversed. Yeah, friend. I'm hearing feed into yourself. Take the time to nurture yourself. Take the time to feed life in yourself. Like I was saying earlier, red flowers, orange flowers, purple flowers, the white buildings. Take the time to feed life into yourself. Cleanse yourself, friend. Plant the seeds so you can start having the courage to see your worth. See your worth. Protect yourself. And that way, then you can start seeing where you came from, where you are going, and where you currently are at. Not right now, but right now, yeah. I'm hearing, right now. See where you came from. Look at the person you were before you met that person. Acknowledge your strengths. Were you really that bad off with before that person? Is what I'm hearing. Yeah, this is about a relationship. I try to keep it super, super general, but when the message come through on specifically, yeah, Emperor, take charge of your life, friend. Take charge of your life. Use discernment is what I'm hearing. That way you can get out of this heartbreak, this low vibrational energy where you are constantly having thoughts that are heavy on your heart. But that'll only come because 3 of Swords, reverse, means that you've moved on past this. But Spirit is saying that you have to take time to plant the seeds, to nurture yourself, to feed into yourself, to see where you are going, to acknowledge who you are. Acknowledge who you are, where you came from, so that way you can move out of the energy and get into the energy of Three of Swords. Wow, beautiful. Yeah, because right now you are this house. This one, it came out reverse. Remember, it says a house is not a home if you are with someone who does not care about you. Yeah, big message of settling. Big message of seeing someone who is trying to debate what they should do, that you want to move forward, but right now you don't see a way how. Okay, I'm being pulled to pull some ancestor cards, and then I'm going to close your reading out, friend. But yeah. Oh, and do self-love. I almost forgot. Yeah. I'm seeing somebody who, bottom of the deck, reverse. Treat your body well. Exercise, meditate, massage. Yeah, because as I was saying in another reading, right now we are in the waxing moon phase. If you did not catch that, just a quick overview. If you didn't, go check it out of the astrology portion of this video. But the waxing moon phase is all about new ideas, planting the seeds. Like we planted the seeds and stuff, or are planting the seeds, and now we're nurturing it. So that way when the full moon comes, because the full moon represents completion. Excuse me. So the full moon represents completion. So it's saying, hey, treat yourself well. As I've said, speak life into yourself. Find the courage to speak life into yourself so you can start seeing growth. Use the knowledge that you have now of what you've experienced already to really do deep evaluation, because we are in the winter season. If you have not checked out the energetic effect of winter, go check that out. If you haven't checked out my 2022 energetic meaning, or whatever I named it, I can't remember off the top of my head, go check that out. We are in a year of change. Our ancestors are so upset with all of us, to be honest, because we are not leveling up the way we are supposed to. Why? Because a lot of us are not energetically, aka spiritually, connected with our higher selves / future selves. Therefore, we don't know what to do. Everybody's out here trying to figure ish out on their own instead of really truly relying on Jah. Or they, you of course you believe in God, but you don't know how to communicate with God in a way where you can hear God talk to you back. And I'm not saying you'll actually literally hear a voice, but you'll have thoughts. You don't know, you might not know how to that we get spoken to. God speaks to us through numbers, nature, colors, symbolisms, other people like me, excuse me, But I'm just saying, our answers are given to us to let us know if we are in alignment or not all the time, because this world is shifting. And those who are not able to keep a clear mind and get out of these tests that they keep repeating will be left behind. I'm just saying, gonna be in a state of chaos. We don't want that. But Spirit is saying you're not doing this. So a lot of y'all is what I'm seeing. Treat your body well. So a lot of us could tap in. Exercise. Exercise can be used as an alternative state of meditation, because you're clearing yourself of pent up energy. And then once you clear out of that pent up energy, the toxic energy, that's been sitting, then that allows for peace to come in, your mind to be still. Therefore, you'll start to get new ideas. You'll see your worth. You'll see how valuable you are, and see your destiny a lot better, friend. Another thing that came out is be an open channel in reverse, mediumship, ancestor spirits, and then in reverse, upskill, work, career, crosswords, upscale in reverse. Yeah, they're saying that you're not, they're trying to send you information on how to move forward, like always. That's probably why I brought it up. But they're trying to send you information, your guardian angels, your ancestors, God, whatever higher being you believe in. You know, at the end of the day, energetically, they're trying to connect to you through your intuition, through your inner wisdom. But you have so much going on in your mental that you can't see how to plant your seeds. How to make something grow that's positive, how to nurture yourself, so that way you could create a home of stability, making wiser moves, positive growth in all aspects. Yeah, so they're saying use them. If you're not into ancestor work, just praying. If you're not into praying, saying affirmations. But some type of way, speak life. Put it out there, your concerns, what you're having issues with, release it. Start speaking life into yourself so you could and start doing things like exercising, meditating. What else this said? Where is it at? Oh, here it go. Treating your body well physically, because when you treat yourself physically well, you treat yourself mentally and spiritually well, energetically well. Meditating, massage, whatever you decide to do to call in peace. That way they can give you the downloads, aka ideas that you need to start moving forward into a life where you see positive growth. You can see where you came from, where you started off at, and you can appreciate where you are at and where you still are moving even closer to having, which is obtaining this energy. 3 of Swords reverse. Moving past hardships, low vibrational emotions where you are just heavy hearted, breakups. Instability, emotional chaos is what I'm hearing. You see it's raining in the background, where you just constantly feel like it's raining on you. When it's a rainy day, you're non-productive. It's like, oh my God, I don't want to do anything. I'm just seeing somebody weighed down mentally. And it's messing with their emotion, with their physical. Upscale in reverse. See, when you speak life into yourself, upscale is all about doing the things that you need to do in order, not doing the things you need to do, but educating yourself, which is with this tree. What did I say? Knowledge. Trees, tree trunks and trees, period, is all about knowledge. They hold knowledge. So and I said that earlier, using the knowledge that from the experience that you've gained thus far as what you do not want to see for yourself, and moving forward, upscaling, using that to better yourself, knowing who you are, knowing your truth, knowing your worth, so that way you can be an emperor and take control of your life. Because the emperor don't follow what other people do. They do what's best for them and their kingdom. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of red. A lot of red. I'm seeing a lot of red here. Red. 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 Big emphasis on you taking control of your life in that way. Okay, I'm being told to leave it there, friend. So that was your message from your guides and ancestors. Your numerical message is 734. So 734. I forgot my phone. Otherwise, I would look it up and start to read it. So I'm going to put it in the description. 734. That is your angel message. Please go look it up. I would love to know what it says since I didn't look it up with you. But remember, you are protected, and protect yourself. Energetically is what I mean. Not saying somebody's in a situation where it's dangerous, but protect yourself, protect your energy, grow, see your worth, become emotionally, mentally, and energetically, spiritually stable and healthy by speaking life into yourself. Find the courage to do that. That way you can purify yourself, cleanse yourself with the white. You could cleanse yourself of all the toxins and stuff. Oh, below here. Read that, friend. You see that? Another confirmation. You're on your way towards the romance of a lifetime. Congratulations, and stay on your path. So yeah, big message. Feed life into yourself so that way you can be on your way. 3 of Swords reverse. Towards the romance of a lifetime. And by romance, that just like people automatically associate that with, a boyfriend, some type of girlfriend, husband, wife, some type of intimate relationship. But when you look up the word romance, it says in the noun format that it means a life of mystery and excitement. Meaning that you're on your way towards a life that you have not experienced yet. Why? Because you removed the toxic and disservicing characteristics that is keeping you stuck in, where is it at? In this. A home that where you're not given the love and support that you need. So therefore, and that'll be a mystery. Because it'll be new for you. Yeah. Under that, cleanse and meditate. Another confirmation. Simply love. Another confirmation. In reverse. It's in reverse. Look what it says. Let go of being controlling in a relationship and learn to listen. Yeah, listen to yourself. You're trying to control the situation. By that, you're trying to control the situation because of the simple fact by staying in where you are at. Instead of flowing with the messages that energy is trying to steer you to. A life that you're destined to have. That which is away from the South Node where you're currently at. Old toxic and disservicing ways. You're trying to stay put in where you're at. And they're like, no, you have something better for you. You just have to believe in yourself and believe that you can get to where you want to be. So that's the messages that I have for you, friend. I want to thank you for vibing with me, letting me be your connect to the cosmos and ear to these energetic streets. I hope I've helped you grow and prosper today. Thank you all thank you to all our divine counsel. Since you're still with me, friend, please hit the thumbs up button so I can reach more like-minded people. And don't forget to hit my friend button, aka subscribe button, and make sure you select the all options so that when I call, excuse me, my baby crying. So when I call you, you won't miss the tea. And you won't miss my call. Remember, friend, for every physical action, there is a coinciding action. A coinciding spiritual action, excuse me. How you speak and treat yourself affects your energy and is reflected in your physical life. Change your mindset and you'll change your life. Keep vibing high, my friend. Continue to be irrefutable, BKA. impossible to deny. And I'll see you in the astral plane or the next video. And best of luck with everything. Bye. You can